Okay, so okay, don't know if that can be heard, but my chair is being very obnoxiously loud. Okay, so funny thing, when what a fantastic time for a brain fart. Just great, great. Jesus. Okay, so I on top of knowing and like playing Warhammer games, I also do collect some of like the miniatures. I have mostly like Tyranid models. I have like 5 other Infernus Marines. That was mostly just because like the starter kit thing that I got to like get into the tabletop came with them. Uh, anyway, so I was like painting them and like I got like Hormagaunts. Sorry if you don't know anything about Warhammer, this is just gonna be nothing, but whatever. Uh, I was painting my Hormagaunts, and with the limited supply of paint that I had, initially I painted them all like they were High Fleet Leviathan. Like they were like white skin, purple armor, or carapace, whatever you want to call it. And like black claws. But I made like a special Hormagaunt, as in, because I really like Hormagaunts, so I decided to just like make my own one. I named him Red Fang. It's really stupid saying it like out loud, I guess. Like, it feels kind of stupid, but I don't really care too much. Uh, he had jump scared by Discord ping. He had red armor, red claws, and like red teeth, and with like white skin, I guess. One thing, if you know a good amount about Tyranids and like the different like high fleets, at the time I made him, I didn't know High Fleet Kraken was a thing, which is Tyranids with white skin and red armor. So now Red Fang isn't unique. He's just he just looks like a High Fleet Kraken Hormagaunt with High Fleet Leviathan Hormagaunts and Termagaunts and Ripper Swarms. Because that's what I have. I do also have a Norn Emissary and 2 Carnifexes. I don't have a lot of models. Uh, haven't painted those yet. I'm still thinking of what I want to do with them. Uh, so that's a little bleh. But anyway, uh, is that hearable? Yeah, apparently it is. That was me cracking my finger. If you're wondering what that noise was. Okay. Uh, in the last rant thing, I said that like the Hive Scum class was going to come out. I really like it. Really like that class. Like the gun Hive Scum build with, and I have it like set to like the special stim that they're able to make, like to like completely like decrease like cooldown time. I believe that what it I bleh, I believe that that's what one of the things I believe that's what they do in like that one path. It's like reducing cooldown. If it's not, it feels like it. So that's funny. Uh, but yeah, that's the most fun I've had in Darktide since a stealth zealot that I used to do with like a knife, shroud field, just like running behind and just like stabbing all the guys, just being like assassin, like role playing as an assassin, basically. That was fun. Um, oh yeah. The first video that I made like the thumbnail on, it didn't. At like the time that I made it, uh, like the poll that I made to like see if I should like keep or move the gameplay, it was like 50-50. So at the time that I made it, I was like, oh, I'll just not put it in, see, and like see. But then like when I went to make the most recent one, I looked back at the poll and it had another response and it was like, oh, keep it. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, guess I'm doing that then. Which is why that one didn't, even though I'm pretty sure like no one really cares that much. But I just thought it was kind of funny. Uh, but yeah, I don't have like the gameplay, then do the at least for like these like rant things. I'm just gonna like rant first, then get like the gameplay. I planned for it to be bolt gun again, since that's what the first one was. Uh, I'm probably dying a lot because I suck at bolt gun. Like I'm pretty bad at it, but whatever. It's a skill issue. I'll get better. I presume that's the case because last time I played, I was getting my ass kicked. But yeah, completely unrelated and something I'm probably gonna have to re-record. I'm probably gonna I'm gonna cut this part. If I don't, well, that means I was lazy, which is pretty likely. Anyway, I am going to see the FNAF 2 movie today because why the hell not? Uh, I don't. Why did I find that funny? That wasn't funny. Anyway, I'm going to do that, and then put. I'm gonna like say what I think it's going to be, or like what, or like how good it is, and then like I'll go see it. Then like I'll record like a review thing. I'll say at the part when I get there if I remember, or even if I don't, I'll just put it in when I'm editing. Uh, of like a spoiler if someone who wants to see it doesn't want to be spoiled on it. Um, yeah, from what I think, it'll. I mean, it'll probably be good. I mean, it would got given just as bad as ratings from critics as the last one, so it's probably going to be good. I mean, who really? I don't really take critics seriously, especially like Rotten Tomatoes, because with how that works, like in case anyone doesn't know it, the score that like they show up isn't the score that the reviewer said it was. That's just the percentage of viewers that gave it a positive. So like if you got so like if you got like 10 reviewers and they all said like, "Oh, it was like a 6 out of 10 or something," that would be 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Like it's not them saying it's that high of a score. It's them saying that that percentage of reviewers gave it a positive score. If they just like barely gave it positive, but it was so positive, it still like adds to it. So like, yeah, I guess. Yeah, I can't think of anything else I really want to say until review. So guess we'll find out. Alright, second part of the recording thing. I say that because, like, it is now, like, 12, basically. I should go to bed, but I'm not going to because my mom can't make me. That wasn't funny. Alright. Okay. Unrelated to the review thing, that I remembered, shaving sucks. I I hate shaving. It's annoying, coarse, rough, and it gets everywhere. Okay. Um 10 out of 10 reference. Great. When did you get here? Just gotta probably hear that. I forgot I had a butterfly knife on my desk. I do tricks, because I can do a few, but you would just hear it clinking. And I'm not gonna, like, record myself doing some, because I'm not. What a weird tangent. Okay, FNF 2 movie review time. A lot better than the first one. Second one, it was really good. I like and oh yeah. We're now probably going to get into things that can be considered that are now spoilers. So, if you don't want to hear anything, it's not going to be like massive, massive spoilers. Potentially, it might. No, yeah, it will be. Big spoilers ahead. I'm going to talk about it. Basically, the rest of the video, and even if I do, I'll just like cut it so like it's before whatever. From this point on, the rest of it is just my review. Don't want to hear that, don't want to hear spoilers, or just don't care. Click off. What a bad time for a headache. Great. Okay. I really liked how they did the puppet for the most part. It's kind of weird that they just like possess like a person, admittedly. Like it's kind of weird, but I can also see what they were going for with that. Uh, it was very interesting. Um, Also, the way they actually implemented Mike doing like a actual gameplay segment kind of like FNAF 2 in it was really cool. Like they mentioned like he didn't have like the doors and like he actually had to put on like the mask against like the withered animatronics, Toilet Bonnie. I love Toilet Bonnie. Uh Honestly, another thing, I didn't even realize like okay, well, I did know that like Matt Pat like voiced Toy Bonnie, but just if I didn't already know that, I personally couldn't hear it like instantly. Like I wouldn't have known instantly. Given me like a few minutes of listening to him talk, then maybe yeah. The biggest problem with that though is just he does not talk like at all. You barely hear him talk, which is fair enough. Toy Freddy barely talks either. Mangle just doesn't talk straight up, which I mean, yeah, which obviously, if like you followed like the thing, like I'm pretty sure like the cast got revealed or something, or like, yeah, you can tell this is at midnight. Wow, I'm incoherent as fuck. Okay. Uh, it's pretty fun with the. It was great. It was great. It was great. 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 Fucking hell. God. God. Just God. This is gonna be fun to cut. Wow. Okay. That can be heard. That is my cube. My fidget cube. So it's staple of these videos. It's gonna be a staple at this point, because goddamn. So I can't stop fiddling with it. Um. Oh yeah, it's kind of weird that. I mean, I guess it also kind of made sense with like the reveal at the end. That like, oh, also, annoying it ended on such a big cliffhanger. But also, I think seeing like the success of, I guess the first one also had a bit of a cliffhanger, I guess, but nowhere near to the extent of this one. This one was more of a. The first one felt more like a. Oh, it's kind of because it's like continuing what was like in the game. Like, oh, he gets. Spring lock happens and he's locked in thing and yada yada yada. Uh, this one had like such a big cliffhanger with like the puppet or marionette, both they're the same thing. Uh, Possessing Vanny and like the connection terminated that Henry did at the very end. Uh, that was like a much bigger cliffhanger than like what was at the end of two. At the end of the first one, I mean. But I also do believe that they were more inclined to do that because like they saw the success of the first one and they were like, oh, well, if it's anything like the first one, if the second one's gonna do anything like the first one, then it's gonna perform really well, and then that will be like enough to warrant making another one. So like it's yeah, yeah. The only real gripes I have with it are just kind of like in the grand scheme of things, just kind of nitpicks, weird time jumps, some really weird character choices. But that's kind of like a staple in like any horror thing. So like I try to find anything horror related where a character doesn't make a really stupid decision. It's kind of like eh, still annoying, but like can't really. I guess you could. I mean, you can complain, but it's yeah unnecessary rambling. I mean, that's all these fucking videos are. So like, who the hell cares? Um, yeah, that's about it. This is gonna be this is gonna be fun to cut and edit in the morning. Okay, goodbye.